Hello YouTube world, again it's me again with another update to the update that you saw earlier on. So I'm going to show you two things. I'm going to show you the lights all switched on and working in a minute, and also I'm going to show you an update on the scenic extension that I've been doing. So first of all, if I stand myself up and we pan around here, there's a little bit of drying to do with the varnish, and everything else is almost dry. So this is what I've done so far, guys. What do you think? That corner is now transformed. I think it looks pretty good. This is a lovely building. This is a Bachmann Scenecraft building. It's based on the buildings at the Pendon Model Railway exhibition in the UK. I paid quite a lot for this actually, and you can see why. Look at this thatch roof on here. It's beautiful, isn't it? That really is cool. It's a lovely effect, and it is based on the buildings at Pendon. That's what it's based upon. I've also painted the edge of the little shelf, scenic edition as it were, just to blend it in a bit better. I've added a sea moss tree down the side of the watermill there, a bit more vegetation down the side as well. What else have we done? And if we come over here with the camera, I've blended as best I could some scenery down the side of the watermill. Put some cattle back there grazing around the pond, and I've added about 2 or 3 more coats on top of the original coats of varnish on here. I've shortened the pond slightly to the left hand side where my finger is, where the windmill is now seated. That's where the pond used to come out to, but I had to cut it back a little bit to fit the windmill in. It's quite a heavy building, is the windmill, so it's not going to fall off. Don't worry about that. It's seated quite nicely on the baseboard there. Just the backside of it hanging over slightly, but again, it's a very sturdy building. It's not going to fall off, and obviously it's designed to be lifted off when we put everything away, but for display purposes that's where it sits. So far I think that is reasonably nice. So obviously that will dry overnight. In the next day or so that varnish will dry, and I'll leave that at that. I think just need to get some little quacks to go on there, I think, which you can pick up from various people online, model wise. I don't know what I'm going to do here with this area here. I only painted it roughly grey. It's not 100% finished because I wanted this to cover the white area in, so it wasn't white, but I might put something here. I don't know. I've added some people by the level crossing there. So I think with that said, it's time to we've got a train due. We've got the shuttle out the platform ready to go in a minute. So if we close these level crossing gates to road traffic like that. I know it's old-fashioned, I'm using my fingers, but hey, it's all fun, isn't it? Right, okay, so we've got to make sure this signal down here has been set to danger, which is that one. We don't want nothing coming along here while we use the diamonds. That's okay. Start us off from the platform. And what we'll do, we'll just turn off the main light like that, and then we'll switch in the signal box, and then we've got a light there and a light there behind there. We've also got the goods depot and the main yard. Right, let's run some trains. Right, we'll pull those switches, take the brakes off, and the shuttle will make its way out the platform across the diamonds and round to the other side of the layout. Here he comes. Okay. Stop him there. Change those points. Change direction. It's got the starter, or should I say the home signal, to say the crossing's clear and it's route number 1 on the main. And let's get that train away. I actually put these flower boxes here, this flower bed I scratch built. I put that next to the farmhouse. That's the sort of thing you see in the country. Nice little flower arrangements in big giant troughs outside places. And again, the great thing about this is that these buildings here, 1, 2, they lift off, as does the windmill and everything else that's not fixed down. It comes off and the whole thing lifts away, which is nice, so I can put that away safely and then just set it all up again when it's time to do so. Let's turn the little light off up on my shelf so we can get a nice little... That's nice, isn't it? Look at that. There we go. It's a real shame I have to put this away later on to go to bed. I could sit here all night with a cold one and just sit and watch this all night. It's actually going to look even better when I get some street lights to install as well. I'm thinking about putting some street lights down the little country road to the station and round up to the station, that area. Putting some on the terraced house section over there behind the church. I'm going to put some over there. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's come around here with the camera before I say goodbye. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Right, I think I will definitely say goodnight to you from the UK. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much for the patient watching of the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe as mentioned, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.